and welcome back to the ARK, our Let's Play on the Center. Today I want to make a recipe. Kind of a before and after. This is the before. And I'll show you how it works. Before, normally what you do, it's a trick. What you do is you do a mind wipe. And you spec all the points that you have into crafting, right? Then you eat some focal chili and you make an outstanding recipe that has great stats and everything, and you're good to go. Then what you're supposed to do is take another mind wipe and clean your board out and respec everything the way you want to, like in health and weight and whatever. However, ARK decided that they didn't like that, so they made it to where you could only use one mind wipe per level up. We'll try to figure a way around that. Okay, here are the recipes that I have in the cooking pot. Enlightenment, we have the mind wipe and everything like that. But we're going to do, this is the cactus broth. Don't have any cactus, I don't think. Lazarus chowder. Let's see. Bruise. Okay, here's the mind wipe. It's the purple one. So what we got to do is get the ingredients for the mind wipe, and that's cooked prime meat, mijo berries, and narcotics, rare flour, rare mushroom, and stimulant. Now there's like, you need 72 of that, 29 blah blah blah, but those aren't the actual numbers that you need. You actually have to go to the notes that will tell you what things are, like a dollop or a bunch or whatever. So first thing we've got to do is look at our stats. I have crafting skill is at 100%. That's standard. So you can make stuff. You're not totally useless. But I wanted to show you that I'm not that close to leveling up. We're going to have to wait to make the really good recipe till you're right before you level up again. Otherwise, you might be stuck with not being able to even wear your own clothes. So the first thing you got to do is you got to get a note paper, and that comes free. It's a free engram. And I'm going to put Dodo Witch on it. This is really just Dodo Witch light. This is just a recipe to show the difference, but I also show you how to do it. So you throw the note in there and click make recipe. This is a lot easier than you used to. Okay, the available ingredients I had with cooked meat, but we want to do it with eggs, dodo eggs. So let's get us some dodo eggs. We need two. You can put whatever you want to in it. But you have to be careful, because even though you're condensing it into a recipe, it's still going to weigh. The weight is very important. Why carry a stack of dodo witches if it's going to weigh 50 pounds? You can't do that. So you try to balance everything. So we're going to call this Dodo Witch Light. And then you can color your regions so you can make your recipe look unique, and you'll be able to visually distinguish it from maybe other recipes you've made. Okay, I want to make it look like a minion. Sort of. So we'll color it blue and yellow, and there, you see, you can just adjust the colors to whatever you want, and each number up there is a different layer, different thing. For example, the tomatoes or the lettuce or whatever, you can make it look like a regular hamburger if you wanted. So down here in the description, I'm going to put what I put in it, 3 eggs. It's also the we're going to call it the normal crafting ability. Alright. And it's a food, not a drink. There we go. So, let's make the recipe. It's got 3 eggs. Alright. Now we need fuel to go. We made the recipe. There it is. And you can see the stats. Alright, we put the eggs in, the recipe in, and we need to put some fuel. Ah! Make sure you're not standing on the cook pot. Ugh. I always stand on the poles. I don't know why. Alright, we made our dodo witch out of the 3 eggs. And I've hurt myself. Alright, so there you can see the stats of what it did. It's just not that great. Health, 16. Food, 16. Stamina, 16. So, let's eat it and see what happens. You can see the normal speed is going up, and I eat, and it goes up quite quickly. Food fills up. But as soon as it comes to the end of its points, it'll slow back down. See? There it goes. So we want to improve upon the stats that this recipe, not this recipe, but we'll make a new one with our crafting skill over the top. But the trick is you got to do it right before you level up, in case you have to level up before you can do the restorative mind wipe. It was very sneaky and mean of them to do this. Alright. So, I'm going to get the recipe with me, and on here you can see the dollop and narcotics or whatever. So, I had in my recipe box, let's see what we got here. We got some narcotics. As you can tell, it's like you're going to have to do some math because those are not the real numbers. You've got to know what kind of the code means. I'm going to go down here and check. I've got mushrooms and flowers. Yes. So that's not a problem. We got the water. We got the mushrooms. We've got the narcotics. We have the prime meat, cooked prime meat. We've got plenty of that. So all we're really missing is the stimulant. And we need to get some white berries and make a whole lot more. There we go. Now we can go ahead and start making them. Alright, let's go and get the code, if you will. The recipe. It's called Notes. That's not it. That's it. It's called the Notes on the Rockwell recipes. And it tells you what things equal. Like a serving equals this, and a dollop equals that. Then you multiply those numbers by what the numbers of the dollops are supposed to be, or whatever. And then you get the accurate number of how much of an ingredient you will need. There you go. Alright, so we're on a mission. We've got to get the white berries. Let me pull in a little bit here. Alright, we're going on the island and start find some bushes and stuff. Wildflowers, grasses. There we go. Good Lord. If we keep doing it this way, we're never going to get there. This is too slow. So I think what we should do is we should plant our own. I think it'll take less time, actually. Let's go in here. We need another crop plot. We're going to put it down right there. And then we're going to put these stemberry seeds in there. Now we need some poop to fertilize it. I don't think it's going to let us pull it. Let's try. Fertilizer? No. Poop is not considered fertilizer, I guess. By the system, I guess it's the made stuff. God, when did I pile all you guys up here? We're going to go to our collector. We just set to collect the poo on the boat, so you don't have to go around collecting it, or at worse, missing it. Alright, back in. And it'll take a little bit of time. Hopefully not too much. You should pop it in when it's taking it. Bam, there it goes. Put another piece in. And we have our little baby seedling. We'll go ahead and empty the rest of these out. So now all we gotta do is wait for them to grow. Then we can make tons of stimulant for the mind wipe. And then I can we can see how a decent recipe looks like. I hope I'll be able to work this out, and I hope I don't screw myself up. Because the mind wipe does just that. It wipes out all your stats. You still have them, but you reapply them. And if you put them all into, you know, the crafting or whatever, then you can't get your stuff back, like your health or your weight or nothing like that. You're going to be in big trouble. Yeah. Oh, yeah, I wanted to try out this, let's put this away first. It's a workbench, and it's got like modern stuff in it, or you know, maybe some decoration stuff. I saw it and I thought it was kind of cool, so I want to check it out. If I like it, I'll keep it. Oh, it looks cute. Alright, I'm gonna put it up here and just check it out a little bit and see what it has. I don't know if I'll even use any of this stuff. I want to get some plants on the boat, like, you know, and I think this has them. Oh, welcome. Hello. So it's got rugs and walls, and it's all really, really modern. I see some plants down here. A stove. This is strange. Let's see. There's some plants, but they require fertilizer. Right. This would be something for the future, because we have to get, for the future. We have to get a dung beetle or a compost thing. Anyway.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. We'll talk to you later. Bye.